can see I locked my hair. So now the I used to have yeah. So today is the first day of my process, of my today is the first day of starting my dreads, so it's a big day for me. Well, I have been a dread, and I've been always been a dread, I just didn't have it, so when I kind of finally know who I was, I just decided to leave it, so now I feel bad for all the hair that I cut out, but we're gonna continue from here. I know usually most people start with like a full hair, so I kind of have an idea of how I want it to be. It's just gonna be thick. It's gonna be thick on the back, coming to the side, and now it's gonna be skinny on the side, and the top is gonna be black. I know. And then there's one too where it has like 6 dreads hanging out on the sides. I think I saw that. I like that too. 6 dreads on the side, 6 thick dreads, but I don't know. It feels weird a little bit, but I also know that that's the old self, still kind of trying to grasp on. But right now it's nothing there, just my real self from now on, so that's that's gone, so now I have it. Yeah, this journey is gonna be dope. I don't know, my hair never really grows past this stage, so now I'm trying to see how long it will grow, in terms of the dress that I also want to have, and then I have my beard too, but I'm artistic and creative, so I know that I could make something work, I'm stylish, so this vlog, is for that. I just wanted to record it and record like the journey and the whole thing, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. To be a dread, I believe that everybody's a dread. Everybody was born a dread, throughout life and throughout different things and a lot of bullshit. Like, you lost a sense of who you are, because we always had dreads. Remember when we were born, whether white, black, Chinese, wherever you're from, we all had dreads. Remember when we were born in the forest, and generally you had your dreads because you were dready. Like, at that time, what kind of hairstyle do you have? You didn't have like something to cut your hair or anything, so you dreaded, and that made you stand out, that made you look fierce. That made you fierce. You could also connect to your consciousness, you could also connect to your soul. Making a painting on your soul. Why most people have lost their soul, how you could be alive and not be in touch with your soul. Live from your soulful place, like live without the soul, basically. So that is that. This is video 1. So this is video 1 of the dread. It's gone. And I remember having this feeling, even when I was saying dread, it didn't sit well with me, but then I just kind of just pushed through, and it was like dread, like dread. So yeah, that's it. And I also felt like I'll keep the hair because how do you call it? It's been part of my hair the whole time. I mean, first I just had flat hair, and then I started to have Damn, I have this thing here.
Cause I let her ride while I drive her crazy. Then I just keep going like I'm racing. When I'm done, she hold me like a conversation with the babe.
So I'm getting ready to. I'm gonna put them in a twist. I decided how I wanted it to kind of start out, but I'm just gonna put it like in a little twist, which is nothing. It's nothing permanent, but just to have something on my head, because I kept saying that I need to put something on my head. I kept saying that I need to put something on my head, at least to start off, to have that feeling, that connection, because then I was like, let me just grow it out, but then I just had the feeling like, let me just do it now, so I'm just going with my feeling, which is what my soul feels about it, so I'm gonna just do something tonight, and see. Oh, I forgot to record. This is my hair falling out. I had a whole lot of hair falling out, even when I combed my hair. So I have some hair. My hair is falling out. But I want it to completely dry because yesterday I washed again. But I'm ready to braid. I'm ready to lock. So the locking, how I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna show the whole thing, but basically pull one, you lock it in. There is you could use a comb like this to make it easier. You pick out the length that you wanna do it, twist it. twist it, twist it. And you can love this at home, you know, you don't need to go anywhere to do it. Or you can go to the salon, they will twist it for you based on how you want. So you twist it like that, and there is the crochet, there is a pin called a crochet where you lock it in, and it kind of interlocks the hair, and by the time you leave it, it will be locked, you know. So I'm just gonna take my time and lock it how I want it, you know. Again, and I want to leave the base, so you know. I'm also thinking of going to get like a little shape up, like a little fade thing that I do all the time. You know, I'm thinking if I'll go and get it.
New American cuisine. Bring in my Hawaiian upbringing, throw that in there. And I also like to cook what's in season, farm fresh. Las Vegas is all about the show and the wow. But we do
more than anything. So there's times where I have a farm that's like, I had 50 pounds of current turnips. Do you want them? It's like, yes, I will take them all.
Okay, so back at it again. I'm trying to get this done finally. So generally, yeah, so I mean, you want to find they wanted to make a dread that they wanted to make a dread that I could you know, I thought about it for a while and I figured out what I needed to do. So it's gonna be 6 big locks. 6 big locks. You know, I looked at some stuff, you know, and try to figure out what I want, you know. And being a dread it's not even about a hairstyle, you know. It's about being back, getting back in touch with being yourself, you know. And this is a part of yourself, you know. It's an expression that grows out of, you know, with the hair. I don't know if I talked about my fingernails. I just decided to just be as natural as possible in a modern world, you know, in a contemporary world, and in terms of where I am now, you know. You don't have to be, you don't have to not be yourself, you know. Basically being yourself, which is part of yourself. When you think about it, certain things grow, actually come out of us, you know. Hair is one thing that we cut off, you know, just to fit in, you know. I know for work, maybe it's too much to handle or to deal with it. I always was dreadful of the dreadlock, you know. I always felt like there was something wrong. Most of them felt unkept, you know. They felt, I don't know, but when I was ready to embrace my natural self, I kind of just embraced it, you know, because it's also how you wear it in a way that, like, you could wear a dread in a way that it feels clean to you, you know what I mean? Or you could wear dread in a way that it's part of you. It's kind of like a part of you that is gonna grow out, but you don't know how it will be like. But in the beginning, you have to take control of how you want it to come out, you know. So I'm gonna share with you some of the things to think about, that I was thinking about when you get ready to start your dreads, you know. So I do a lot of things, you know. So generally, I want it to be easy to maintain as possible. I also want it to be natural as possible. I also want it to also fit my face, because you see how my face is like, I feel like I have I don't know, my face. That's why I have this kind of hairstyle. I have this beard, and also I've had the mohawk. You know, the mohawk was part of me until I started dress. So I decided not to just cut it off. I'm gonna just continue the dread from there. And it's so weird that you know, once I started to go the dress, I feel like I've done the mohawk to just where I wanted to continue starting the dress from. You know, cause I needed this hair. You know, cause first I wanted to chop it off and start it out, but I just realized I needed this hair to start out. You know, that's why I have it all. You know, all these kinds of things. This is just to hold it. So yeah, so generally the first thing is you want to make sure that the base is solid. You know, I want to make sure that I can. Where's my comb? I can't find my comb. So you want to make sure that the base is solid. You know, so meaning that I call. You see how I'm combing this? You know, I personally want to make sure that the bottom is solid, so I could comb the bottom if I need to. You know, if I need to do this, I want to be able to do that. Also, you know, I want to have some hair here. I want to have different kinds of hair in it. You know, because I like artistic, so I want variety. And I already know that sometimes when I get stuck with one thing, I just, you know, get bored with it. You know, so I want something that is controlled. It doesn't take much time to think about it. How do I put my dreads in this shape, this look? I already know where my dress is going. I already like the style that I have. It has variety, so it has this. You know, I already looked at some dress. It has this kind of this hair. I want part of it to be free over here, and also, so the solid base is one of it. You want to make sure that I have a solid base. I also want to make sure that it also freely grows by itself in a controlled way. You know, think about growing a tree. That's what I was thinking about. The dread is like the roots of a tree, or growing like tree and tree branches. So generally, you want the oh shit. So generally, you want so you want it to be unique to you in terms of how you want your dress to be. So you have to have a plan of it. So think about it. Take a day to think about it. Don't just do anything because everybody has anything, you know. And I wasn't even really attracted to most of the dreads anyway, you know. I'll be attracted to my dreads, you know, and I wear them with confidence, you know. And you know, so you want to be something that is unique to you. So think about it, plan about it, think about how you want it to grow. Even when it grows out and it does all this weird shit, like you have to know where you want it to go. You know, or even also I was thinking about it, if it doesn't even grow out, maybe you start losing your hair. How do you want it? I mean, can you imagine yourself like can you at least plan for that? You know, so everything I plan just incorporates into that. It's not gonna take much of me to maintain it, and by the same time I'm gonna enjoy it in a unique way. And you know, when it gets old, it will hold up. Even if I lose all my hair, I will still, you know, enjoy it, you know. So don't be too much about it, you know. And generally, that's what you do. You know. Also, another important thing was that since I'm doing 6, it's gonna be 6 sections, 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna not the 6, you know. So you know, it will be 6 strong bonds, you know, 6 strong dreads. You know, so the hair will hold the hair, the base of the hair will hold the dread, you know, but it will grow out of the base, you know. So yeah, that's it. So when you think about dread, or even if you are white or black or Asian or whatever you are, you have a dread of your hair, you know. So but let that dread come out in a controlled, fashionable, stylish. To me, it's more of like a spiritual journey for me too, but in a way that you enjoy. You know, you don't want to have your dreads. Some people have their dreads. It's like they cannot even do anything. They cannot. It's just. It's just like a burden. You know, just like a burden on their head. It's just like a burden on their head. You know. it should be free. Like I could wash it, and I also want to be able to condition it. That's one thing, I want to be able to condition the base. You see all this base? This is how my hair was breaking out because I was not conditioning it. I just put a little bit of conditioning it once a while. I wouldn't put enough moisture in it, so my hair was all breaking out, you know. So you want to condition the base, and you know, so I have room for that. So my lax is not gonna come from the bottom. I'll leave this side open so I could, you know, scratch, fill my hair, you know, comb it like this, like I was saying, if I need to. Or put conditioner under it to hold the hair, give it strong, you know, condition it from the bottom. So this hair will be all fluffy. You know, condition it from the bottom, so that way I can keep it strong, moisturized, oiled, and in a natural way. So I don't have to buy any expensive. I don't have to. I could just do them myself, you know, and it doesn't take long at all. It wouldn't take much time.